how's it going? I think we're being live streamed also. Exciting on Facebook, on Zoom, or on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for saying hi. Hello, I see some familiar names here to hang out with me today. Thanks. Great to have you. Where else would you rather be? Hello, I see Helena or Helena, I'm not sure. It's nice. Thank you so much. My sister Orit is here. Hello, I see Joanne. I see Harriet. I see Courtney. Processing a white-tailed deer. Wow. You mean venison? Is that what you're saying? Not clear what processing means. I see. I see. I know my dogs love venison dog food. It's very healthy for them. Raymond, hello. Thanks for saying hi. Courtney, wow, you are braver than I am. You are brave. That is a skill I do not possess, that sort of bravery. And hey, it's better than factory farming, isn't it? Who else is in the house? Hi, Laura. Good to see you. I see Lori. I see Zoom user. Hello. I don't know who Zoom user is. I see Alicia. So great. Welcome, welcome. It is Thursday. It's 5 p.m. my time here in Ojai, California, and it's already like dark. And, sun just set. We're just getting to that time of year. So I hope everyone's doing well. We're going to cover some manifestation. So I'm excited. You're welcome to share where you're coming from. And I'd love to know if you're new. Oh, we are also on social media. Join our YouTube page. But I would love to know, not now, maybe later. If you're here, that's awesome. If you're here on Zoom, that's really where I am able to communicate. That's the chat that I am focused on here today. Thank you. It's local. I know the person if you want the info. Somebody commented on my little top, which is a friend of a friend makes them. Okay, if you and I have not yet met, it's great to meet you. There are some names I don't recognize, so nice to meet you. My name is Galit Reuben. I love presenting with Qi Coils. I love using Qi Coils, and I love teaching people how to manifest, and I love clearing their blocks. So if you want to just say a quick hello and where you're from, and we'll get started. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. A lot of names I do. Hey, Janet's in the house as well. Very cool. Very cool. Well, I just love being with you guys. Ontario, Canada. Laurie's from Santa Cruz. You're not far from here. From Ojai. Santa Cruz is what? I don't know. How far is Santa Cruz? It's been a long time. And every time I think about traveling up north on the one, like there's a landslide. What's up with that? Florida Panhandle, super cool. Nova Scotia. Almost said that wrong. Love that. Orlando. Thank you. Thanks for, just kind of participating in the chat, because the more you participate in the chat, the more you'll get out of this session. The more you participate, the more you receive. So thanks. I basically will share my screen and then we'll just get started. I appreciate you being on time, and I appreciate your time. Appreciate you being here. Let's go share my screen, which is this. Okay, assuming everyone can see that. And there, that works, I think. Let me find hold on, I gotta find your chats. Here we go. We are going on. Cool, and as you if you just jump in, you can just say hello, where you're coming from, but really find the little toggle, the blue where it says hosts and panelists or everyone, and just be sure that you're sharing with everyone so we can communicate as a community more. So sometimes when your replies inspire others, because we're similar in many ways when it comes to manifesting. So you're here, obviously, for something specific. You're ready to stop sabotaging and you're ready to start manifesting with precision. Easy enough, right? We've all been there. We all have that little feeling that we're sabotaging ourselves somewhere. But of course, a disclaimer that we're not here to diagnose. It's just for educational purposes only. We don't diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. And these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. However, Qi Coil products, they're not a substitute for medical advice, but they are the PMF frequencies. They are FDA approved. However, whether you're here for health or something else, manifesting, you can manifest anything, tangible or non-tangible, health, wealth, relationships, a car, whatever it is. So what we'll do today is we'll discover why you haven't manifested successfully and consistency, or maybe you have, but you still feel like something's in the way. So let's find those sabotaging wounds and let's experience clearing of those sabotaging wounds. We'll rewire for new neural pathways, new behaviors, new habits, new stories, and we'll use what I specialize in, which is Superconscious Recode, and add in frequencies. I've got a great frequency program for you already that I hand selected. Boy, some of you who were on my other session yesterday where I did it with my group, some of you said that your teeth vibrated. So maybe I'll turn it down a bit. So when I played some of these strong frequencies, but hey, it got you moving, didn't it? And also we will, so I'll take you on a passive meditation using those frequencies. And then at the end, we'll do some Q&A. Okay, so what I use today I love my Qi Coil Max system that I've been waiting for to appear in my life. And when I was starting to think about, I was actually looking for Rife machines because I've always wanted one. And actually my own mentor who I'm certified in magnetic mind. This is most of what I do along with quantum healing and other modalities. But I know that's something he always talked about and uses daily was Rife. And I was like, oh my God, I want a Rife machine. So I've been waiting and nothing ever excited me until I saw these, which are way more than a Rife machine. It's got so many added options. And I just, you know what? I got so excited. It's that next shiny object and the only shiny object you'll ever need. So if you are looking for that next shiny object, this is it. And I don't think you need more shiny objects because there's so much in this object. So I've been using that, and obviously a lot of people that as I recognize a lot of names here because they love this work with the frequencies. So what we'll do, I have a great program that I'm going to share with you today, the frequency program that we'll do to overcome blocks. I pick them intuitively for the session. And the frequencies are both for mental health, for physical health, and manifestation, and so many other things. They cover everything in life. I use these remotely. I'm trained to use them remotely, and they do work. And we can do a test if you guys have water, who wants to do the water structuring, I do this just to help you realize that, hey, you can just sit here in your room in another part of the world, and we can structure your water just here on this Zoom session. So if you need a moment to grab some water, go ahead and do that. We're going to do a quick, fun experience where you get to structure your water. And see, this is how I do it. I combine all my healing modalities with coaching, and you will experience obvious immediate results. So who's excited? Who's excited? Just don't want to make sure that no one's sleeping. Type in a 1 if you're still here and excited. Thank you, Janet. I really appreciate it. Yay, thank you. It's great because I'd love for you to put away distractions. Again, the more you put in, the more you put out. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks, Harriet. Raven. Okay, so yeah, again, I live in Ojai, California. I'm a manifestation coach. As I said, certified in magnetic mind and a lot of other things. And I love to work with clients in all areas. I do one-on-ones and groups, and we're going to be launching an amazing program here at Qi Life in about a month. Super, super excited. It'll be a 12-week program to manifest anything you want and step into your life's purpose. And I've been doing this for a long time, lifelong searching. And I have found, and hey, we always continue growing. Thanks, she's amazing in her work. Is amazing. Thank you. Still having that issue with your keyboard, huh? And you're only typing that into me. So I could just make up anything you say. I just structured one of my Qi Coils the other day. I love that. So we'll do it. You're not sleeping. Wow. Well, we'll do that here so you can structure your water again. And let's do that now. Let's go ahead. So my Qi coils are right here on either side of my computer. Hello. I don't want to extend my cord too much, but that is Mr. Yang, and Mr. Yin is here. And here we go, my console. There's Rife program and Resonant Console. And what I'll do is go and get the water structuring program. As soon as you have your water, before I start, I want you to drink your water, take a sip of your water, take a few sips, and just notice how your water feels and tastes. Thanks, Marie. There we go. And that's my sister, of course, saying that. But really, this changed my relationship with my sister, which is why because we step into emotional intelligence and let go of the past. So I want you to taste the water and just notice your water. It's your water. You're used to it. Just notice everything you can notice about your water. And now I'm just going to play this for you where you're going to more notice what's different. I'll tell you when to taste your water again, but we are just sending, whether you're here on replay, we're just sending. I am sending this to you now, to your water. Who's joined? I see Abigail. Hello. Thanks. Thanks if you've just joined. Thanks for saying hi. Nice to have you. And we're just doing the water structuring. Hello, Kay. Nice to see you. As you're coming in, nice to see you. Great. You got your water. You tasted it. And we're just sharing. And the frequencies for water, they're not very long. They're like a few minutes. And sometimes I just help it along. So let me help it along. Good. And so ready for this from YouTube. Who said that? I'd love to see the YouTube so I could see your names. Thank you very much. All right, so let's try it now. Have a sip of your water and notice if anything's changed, whether it's the taste, the structure, the feeling, the slipperiness, the smoothness. Hello, Mason. Thanks for joining us. Got everyone going here. And I love to type in. I mean, that just took minutes, and I love for you to share, because I just want you to be comfortable knowing that you are receiving, even if we're remote. And energy is energy, and there's no space and time, really. I mean, we're just all together. More refreshing. Feels colder. Never heard that one before. Definitely I hear more refreshing or more, but hey, it's your experience of it. No wrong or right, how you experience the difference. More mineral notes. Highlighted your mineral notes. And you're only just typing that into me. You can switch that to everyone. So thank you. Yeah. Who's noticing that it's easier to drink? Like it feels more nourishing or hydrating. Helena, you do? Or Helena? Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. You do smoother, Kathy. Thanks. You're noticing that it's more hydrating, easier to drink. Yes, right? Yeah. And all you had to do, it's pleasant. Yeah, what it does is it changes the molecular structure of the water, so it penetrates our body better, tastier. I agree, it does make it tastier. Good. Well, there you go. So that works. Your water structure, enjoy it. And let's continue. Thanks for playing along. So fun. I love structuring everyone's water. Okay. So moving on, it's already, what is it, November? It's already late November and the year's almost over. So I want to ask you, have you achieved what you set out to do this year? Like, do you find yourself maybe taking one step forward or two steps back? And I'd love to know, type in the comments, what you would like to change moving forward to 2025. What would you just love to manifest in 2025? Any idea what, or maybe you're still going for something and you are finding that it's taking much longer than you wanted. Maybe you're giving up. Maybe you don't even believe it's possible. Love, a new home, get my monkey mind to shut up. And what will having that do for you, Raymond? We want to go into moving our focus on what we would love instead of what we don't. So that's information that I'm overthinking, and what would I love, and what would I love to experience, and what would that do for me? Smaller choices, yes. Yeah. Sometimes we make our goals so big to prove to ourselves that we can't have it. Or that it's because it takes so long till we give up. More consistent in my studies. And what would having that do for you, Mason? Thank you. I want to be able to lucid dream and astral project. Beautiful. There you go. You see how you switch that from focusing on what you don't want and just go, well, this is what I'm choosing. Beautiful. Well done. Successful, multifaceted enterprise, fully established and very profitable. I love that. It's so direct. It's so clear. So Joanne, what are some smaller choices you'd love to go for in 2025? Beautiful. Thanks for some of these shares. If you're not clear, it's okay. That we're going to help you with that. But just allow yourself to claim it. That's why we're here. If you're going to start, the manifestation journey starts by pulling something out of thin air and manifest it, starting with claiming it, starting with actually making it into solid. by even like writing it on a piece of paper or typing it in the chat, just acknowledging, setting the intention, right? And if you are not saying it and you're just thinking it and you wouldn't dare, it's time to start putting it into action first by setting the intention. Okay. So can you feel the shift? Who's feeling the shift? Because one thing you cannot stop is change. Change is constant. And boy, I don't know if you can feel the change now, but it feels like it's speeding up. So I want to know are you going to ride the wave of change by elevating yourself and others, elevating your vibration, or are you going to resist change? So it's a great time. There's no better time than now to understand how you are showing up. What energy are you allowing into your life? The question is, what are you aligning with? Where is your focus? Are you focused on, politics and bickering and who's right and who's wrong, on fear, on worry? Because what you resist persists, and what you focus on grows, right? Energy flows where focus goes, and it grows. Ride the wave. Courtney's ready. I love that. I love that. Thanks, Erin. Just found this channel. Love to have you. Energy, love, force. And it's stuck. Yeah, you're in the right place. Let's get unstuck. Beautiful. Great. Is someone trying to enter the room? I'm not sure. We want to grant. I'm not sure what I saw there. Okay. Moving on. Okay. The only thing is, manifesting what you want doesn't have to be hard, contrary to what we believe. We don't have to suffer. We've been taught that it's difficult, but the truth is that it can be a challenge, right? It can be a challenge, but does it mean that we have to suffer? We've been taught that going for what we love may not even be possible. We're not allowed. But the truth is, there's two battles going on in our manifestation each time you try to go for something. One is to go for something you want. Let's say you want to get to the top of that hill. There must be an action. You just keep going. However, you're going, but you're carrying a huge burden with you of your belief systems. So we're usually faced with challenges in going for what we love. And then we overcome them, which creates growth. Like when you lift weights at the gym, it's challenging, right? But if it wasn't, how would you grow your muscle? And if you're consistent, it becomes easier because you strengthen that muscle. But you had free will to do it, and you decided to inflict that upon yourself, that challenge and slight discomfort, right? So with every action, there's feedback. And the feedback gives us the learning so we can take another action. So it's a learning loop. I lift the weights in a repetitive motion, I rest, and my muscle grows, and I just do it again. And then it becomes easier. And then maybe it's too easy, right? So in order to have what you want, there's only action to take. But at the same time, there's that inner battle that's interfering with that action, the belief system that we are harboring unconsciously. We say we want things to come easy, but the truth is we don't. So again, we seek challenge. You welcome the challenge. Otherwise, you wouldn't want it. So if you were here to choose a puzzle to do, Which one would you pick? Would you pick the one that's meant for a child? No, because that's way too easy, and that's not what you want. You would pick the difficult, the harder one, because it gives you a challenge. It doesn't have to be the hardest challenge, but the truth is, as humans, we are always seeking challenge. We tell ourselves having what we want is hard, but that's our perception. And we, again, change our perception and welcome it as a fun challenge, just like a puzzle. It's a game. We can apply the same principle to the game of life. So think of something that you want, yet you are finding it difficult. What would you love to manifest? Whatever you typed in here, are you finding it difficult? Is it hard for you? And what if you changed it to, I want to make it a fun game? What if we made it a fun game? But another thing, we must choose wisely. Because when we choose, people choose something they think they want because they've been conditioned to want something, but it doesn't necessarily align with their truth. The time is now to step into your authenticity. I like to say authenticity is the new black, because the days of just wanting material things are melting away. Perhaps, and that's fine if you want those things, just because you love them, go for it. However, if it doesn't really align with your truth, perhaps it was you wanted to manifest it because you thought it would make maybe a family member proud, whether they're dead or alive. You think that that's what they would want, or you might not even allow yourselves to get clarity on what you want because you've been conditioned that you aren't allowed to dream big, or you aren't worthy enough to just have what you want. Or maybe it's not even possible, or it's possible for others, but not you. Or if you had that, you feel like an imposter. So there's so many ways that your own thoughts and beliefs are working against you. You say you want something, but is it for you, or is it because you think others would perceive you a certain way? Elena, a job, I'm having a hard time, lots of rejections. Well, let's have trust that the right thing will show up for you. Beautiful. A job I love, a career I love. And also you have to ask yourself, what would the job do for you? We need to get clarity on why we want something. I have this friend, her name is Nadia, and she told me a long time ago that she doesn't believe in manifestation, but she always got a good parking spot. And there's the proof right there. If you trust that you'll have it, somehow you will. And if it doesn't work out the way you expected, something better is around the corner. And that's the truth. It always works out for you, and you must just trust that it does. Another thing Nadia did when she was staying in my spare room because she had no job, no money, no relationship. She was in between relationships. She had an old car. She went to an Audi dealership to test drive a brand new Audi. And I thought to myself, this was years ago, I was like, that's so ridiculous given her situation. She had no business going to look at cars, new cars especially, Audi especially. But after a few months, after she's moved on from my place, she pulled up in front of my house with a brand new Audi, while I continued to keep trying to overcome my wounds, my past, before I could have what I wanted. Some people. So while our unconscious is being formed, we develop core common wounds that get locked in, and they're repeated throughout our lives about who we believe we are for our belonging. So over here, when we're in the womb, all our needs are met. We don't have to do anything, right? We're protected, we're kept warm, we're fed, we're in the womb. Spirit enters the body, and we are, well, spirit and the body merge, because I don't think the spirit is in us. We are spirit. But when we're born, we become human. Not our needs aren't just met automatically. We have to learn to ensure that we're taken care of. How are we taken care of if our family takes care of us? We must be taken care of by our parental unit, right? This is very primitive. Mom and dad protects, mom feeds and nurtures, mom brings food. This is very, very primitive. We must belong to our family. If we don't belong to our tribe, to our family, we may not survive. So that is what the unconscious that's already being formed all the way from the womb till the time we're born, all the way till the time we're about 4, 5, 6. Everything we experience from our parents and our upbringing at that stage gets locked in. And our first wound is we must belong. Let's say we are observing mother take care of brother when he's sick, or mother had to go to work, or to support family, or we were shunned for being bad, or whatever goes on in our own family. We make it up from a mind of a child that maybe we don't belong enough to our family. Maybe they say, oh, you're just like, your aunt so-and-so. I don't know, like, I can't believe you're my child. You're so much different. You're so much better. You're so much worse, or you're not like your dad, or whatever. We hear this and we code in, well, maybe we don't. How do we belong more? Because when we're trying to express ourselves, we're told off. And we're like, oh my God, maybe I'm being rejected. My parents fought about money growing up. Yeah, so did mine. And I'm sure a lot of others. So we find like maybe I'm not worthy. Maybe we hear like, who do you think you are to want that? We don't make enough money. Or who, others, make sure others get before you. Other people are more important. And so we start diminishing our own worth. Or maybe everything is being done for us. So we kind of learn that we're not capable to do anything by ourselves. Or maybe we make mistakes and we're frowned upon making a mistake or failing. So we're afraid. So we're just stop even trying, or we become perfectionist and we're afraid to fail so much that we need to be perfect. Or we want to be seen as good because we see our parents, the way they talk about people they say are good. Maybe the church people are good. Maybe giving to others are good. And if we want a toy or if we want something, maybe we're not as good, if we have needs or wants. Or maybe we grow up in a busy household where our voice isn't really heard, or maybe our parents are absent where we have no say. We feel insignificant. Or maybe there's abuse. Maybe we just don't feel like we have control over anything and we don't feel safe. Or maybe our parents, they don't know how to express love because their parents didn't express love, and so on and so forth. And so they withhold love. They think it's good for us to withhold love. It makes us stronger, but we don't feel loved, and we're seeking love outside of ourselves. And we don't trust. Maybe, oh, my dad, he never trusted anyone. So you're really afraid to be vulnerable and share because the outside world is not trustworthy, and it's hard to be in a relationship. Your walls are up. So who can relate to some of these wounds that get locked into the unconscious by the time we're about 6 or 7, when our self-conscious, we become more self-aware? And the truth is, we grow up to seek these patterns our entire lives because the unconscious has one job, to repeat the patterns because it knows they were survivable. So the unconscious's main job is to just keep us safe. That's it. So it's conditioned, we get these conditions over time, and they arise and become these negative beliefs about ourselves. They become our world. So that's how these are formed. So when we go through life, the self-conscious chooses, it wants more quality in life. But yeah, it rings true, definitely. Thanks for that. But the unconscious, it's like an iceberg. The tip of the iceberg is what we see, what we're aware of. The self-conscious is aware of what it wants, but the unconscious allows. And you want something. Maybe you want a job you love. Maybe you want more money. Maybe you want health, whatever it is you want. Your unconscious goes in, your self-conscious and your unconscious is going, well, has it been experienced before? Or something like it in your early years? And if so, pain, suffering, not being wanted, not being longing, sure, you can have that. But if you want lots of money, joy, well, your parents struggled. You might not belong to them if you were successful. Sometimes we also have suffering contracts with our family, family constellations. There's so many ways of how the unconscious does not feel safe to let you have what you want. So this is the belief system I was talking about when you were carrying all that on your back to keep you from simply going for what you love. And sometimes this little iceberg here, this little chip, sometimes that's a trauma or dormant memory that just gets hidden because we're afraid to re-traumatize ourselves. And then something happens, a certain experience can trigger it into the active experience, and then you can have a takeover. Like, like, I don't know what came over me. I went into rage or something. And that's where emotional intelligence is very important, because it's proven that repressed emotions, when we weren't allowed to express ourselves as children, that gets kind of stuck in our bodies and festers into ill health. And so taking care of your emotions is very, very important in manifestations, especially the core wounds of not believing that you're enough, because it's always going to look at what you want. And then it will say, well, you're not blank enough to have it. Therefore, it's unsafe. You better stay over here and come back to safety. Does that make sense, everyone? And so the most important thing is your self-conscious and your unconscious, they manifest together. So this is what it looks like. Your unconscious says you're not enough, which is kind of a lower vibration, right? Thanks, Ari. And then your desired reality, whatever it is you want to manifest, you feel like, oh, if I had that, it would feel so good, right? It feels like when we think about it, it feels like must be on a higher level of vibration, right? We want it because we believe it will feel so good and elevate us in so many ways. True? And when we're here in our current reality, we feel, it doesn't match this vibration. Because if I resolve the fact that, my problem, that I am not something enough to just have it, whether we're conscious of it or not, that's the story that's happening. So your self-conscious says, I want a job I love. What are some of the things you posted? Let's see. I want the enterprise, the successful, multifaceted enterprise, right? I want a lucid dream, an astral project. I want whatever it is. I want love. I want a new home. I want consistent income, financial abundance. So whatever it is you want, it would feel like it would be so much better How do we get here? What a great question. I just want you to recognize that this is happening. And the truth is, because the unconscious doesn't know if this is survivable because it wasn't experienced when it was formed, you had to figure out how to survive by belonging to your family and ensuring your worth in some way. How do we get there? What a great question. I love your question. Well, become a vibrational match. I have 5 steps to do it. You're aware it's happening. Yeah, it took me so long to aware that I was sabotaging myself. I didn't even realize. I was watching Nadia. She just went for it despite all her issues that she knew she had. She just accepted that she had these issues, and I was trying to resolve them. So obviously, you know where I'm going here. We have some tools to become a vibrational match with what we want, right? And so we just we teach the unconscious that it's safe to have what you want. Okay? It's safe to have what you want. How do you know? How can you teach the unconscious that it's safe to have what you want? Meditation, visualization, teaching. You know that the unconscious doesn't know if you're imagining something, having a full sensory experience of it. Like if you go to a meditation and you bring yourself to a place and time where you already have that and you just daydream, literally. You just daydream yourself having that experience. You know that the unconscious doesn't know if you're pretending or actually experiencing that. Well, guess what else the unconscious does? It also runs all the functions of your body. So you don't have to, you're not beating your heart, you're not thinking about it. It's automated, right? It automates the functions of your body and it creates the conditions of your body that align with your thoughts. So let's say you're in fear. Your body produces, what is it? Hormones, fear, fight, flight, freeze, cortisol, whatever, right? This part of sports training, visualization, yes, studied and proven. Athletes do this. Thank you. Yeah. So you must first know what it is you want. Then you have to, again, and I said true choice. What you want is very important. This is something I work with you. I work with everyone a little bit in the group, but also in one-on-ones and groups. We work more of it in detail. Again, we're launching a group at the end of the month or a program that really teaches you how to choose correctly. So you actually choose what you want instead of what you don't. But we'll go through that a little bit and you get to choose so we can go and do the experience. So again, we just choose the feeling and then we practice that feeling to teach our unconscious. The more we go there, the unconscious starts to go, because it's running an old program from your childhood. So in order to rewire your brain to create new neural information that it's safe to have what you want, because let me ask you, is it safe to have more money, consistent income? Is it safe to have a job you love? Is it safe to have your dream house? Is it safe to have success? Thanks for participating. It's safe, right? But the unconscious doesn't think so. It's safe to love your life. It's safe to be healthy. True? Who agrees? Then how about we upgrade the unconscious program? There's nothing wrong with the program you have. It was created with very, very good intentions to keep you alive. Clearly, it succeeded Congratulations. Now that we know how to survive, how about we step into the time of the world that we need an update so we can thrive, so we can become the vibrational match. So from unconscious blocks, return to wholeness. This is the type of stuff that we're harboring in the unconscious. Beliefs that were not enough, maybe events, trauma events, or events where we learned, oh, ho, 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 money doesn't grow on trees. Who do you think you are? Blah, blah, blah. Or events where we, our unconscious is developing, we're like a sponge. So all our experience, we create definitions from a mindset of a child of what it means, not what it actually means. So if you lost your favorite toy or your best friend because they moved, you make it about you as a child. I hope it does not have to take as long as getting to this age to reprogram. I love what you're saying. It's becoming easier. And I've tried a lot of things. This is the fastest way. What we do here is the fastest way. I used to do it before Qi coils, and then I knew it was the fastest way. And now I added the frequencies, and it's even faster. So we're getting there. Thanks for hanging in there. I hope this is making sense for you. So obviously, past lives and parallel lives. The truth is, everything happens simultaneously. Trauma or collective trauma through your family field, your emotions, stuck, suppressed, repressed emotions that we were taught to harbor as children and not express, which are wreaking havoc in our body and we're afraid to self-express. Or we develop all these part personalities. We have the imposter, we have an inner child, we have a people pleaser, we have a protector controller. There's so many parts of us. We show up differently. Like you're not the same as you are at work as you are at home. You might be a leader at home and maybe you're a passive. Or the other way around. Maybe you're a boss at work and passive at home, but as a parent, maybe you're different than with your partner or your sibling or your parents, right? We all have these different aspects that are formed as we experience life. So those sometimes are not in agreement. Like, let's say we have a people pleaser that wants to put everyone else first because we believe that, our role is to ensure that we belong by pleasing, by showing that we are worthy. And then a part of us is like the, part that sets boundaries and says, oh, I gotta, take care of myself. And they're in cahoots with each other. Well, who are you gonna put first? Are you selfish or are you the one that takes care of yourself, puts your oxygen mask on before assisting others? But then a part of you feels guilty because you're not putting others first. So you see, there's like this inner battle. Or a part of you says, I want money, but a part of you feels guilty because you learned from your family that maybe people with money are bad, right? And then not to mention the body systems. We have an energy field, we have physical, like all sorts of things, our chakras, our meridians, injuries, everything is connected. And not to mention, we have family agreements, like karmic agreements, life agreements, lifetime agreements, all sorts of things. Is that making sense, guys? Hey, Reuben's back. Nice to see you. Must be fate because my name is Reuben. Oh, it's a different Reuben. Yes, and it's spelled just like mine. It is fate. Beautiful. Okay, so I would love to know what you would love, and I'll just draw this diagram here. So you are in this reality and you want to manifest something. Let's not put the cart before the horse. This is very important. We think that the future will be better than the now once we had it. And that's just not true because focus creates reality. And you're saying, you're not really saying, I focus over here. You're really saying, I'm focusing on how I'm not enough. And that's what you keep getting. And that's why Nadia, despite her imperfections, went and got her house, her third husband, her many houses that he bought her, her Audi. She just went for it. She's like, yeah, I know I'm hard to deal with. And, like she just points out her faults. Me, I'm like, was hiding. I got to prove my worth. I got to make sure that I'm enough before I could just have what I want. Because you see all sorts of people in the world manifesting all sorts of amazing things despite their imperfections, right? You see it. They still have it. So stop trying to fix yourself or resolve whatever it is. Just know, hey, thanks. Thanks for being formed and to help me survive with good intentions. Now I'm just going to rewrite a program. This is how I want to feel. I already know I'm a spirit. I'm an energy being here in the body. I'm already whole and complete. Everything is working as it should. I'm just choosing a new program, a new story. That's it. So we have to stop focusing here and just start focusing here. So let's do it. Let's do the 5 steps, which is, I like to call this the carrot system. It's very simple. You choose what you want. It's a true choice. Remember what you would love simply because you love it, just for you, no one else. Because if you're trying to manifest for somebody else because you don't want them to struggle, you're taking away their power from being a creator as well. We're all creators. And remember, the part of us that thinks, oh, I'm not capable of doing that, you're just reinforcing that they're not capable. So you create what you love, and then hopefully you inspired others to do the same. And if others benefit, great. Okay, choose what you love. So does everyone have a choice? Type in number 1 to the chat if you chose what you would love to manifest today. We will run frequencies soon when we do the process. We'll do a process together and we'll turn on the frequencies. Okay, I see. I want to see a bunch of ones. I want to see a bunch of ones. Let's see them. And if you need help, you can ask me. I had the coils and I believe they were working. I was excited. I was advised to do some shadow work, I guess by writing lists of negative things and running varied programs to clear and cleanse. I think people misunderstand shadow work, and I'm glad you said this. Okay. You can reach out. We can do a call together. Karen will put it at the end of the call, RE. People misunderstand shadow work, and I did as well for many years. I choose a life as an abundant artist. And yeah, choose and you are welcome. Okay. Yeah, we'll work it out. So shadow work, again, here's something really, really important because I misunderstood this as well. Shadow is not bad. Okay, remember I said when your unconscious is being formed and you're becoming who you're becoming, you're told, be quiet, or, don't do this, don't do that, that's wrong, that's wrong. We're just formed and molded into like these perfect little, robots for our family to meet their expectations. Yes, part of us may be rebelling, but that's a reaction. So it's not just being us, authentic us. It was a silenced version of us that emerged based on what other people expected of us. Who feels that this is true? The true you is hidden. So if you look at the full moon, when you see the full moon, you see the full moon, you're like, oh, full moon, you're seeing it. But it's not the full moon. There's a whole shadow side on the other side that you're not seeing. It's hidden from view. The moon is whole, but you're only seeing half of it. The shadow is the true you that has not yet been acknowledged. And it's not bad. It's the truth of us. It's the most authentic, beautiful us that has been hidden, suppressed, so we can belong more, so we can not lose love, so we're not ridiculed or laughed at. So what we do, and this is actually the work we do here today, what it does is starting to integrate your shadow to allow you to be you. And both of you can merge. This is awesome. Yes. Love the moon analogy. Yeah. So that is shadow work. And I love taking people on an exercise that is truly a beautiful exercise to integrate shadow. Okay. Do I have that book? I was going to show you. Is that book here? No. I'll share it at the end or another time, but there is a way. So that's literally what we're starting to do today. It's about just going for what you love. So let's go for what you love. Go for what you love. Awesome, Janet. And thanks for typing it in the chat. Do you see my sister? Obviously, she's on a lot of my sessions, so she knows how to choose. I choose a life I love. And I just, I know I know you like to mix these, and you're saying I can't have a life I love if I'm not an abundant artist. So you're giving the power. I keep saying that, even if we've been doing this a while. And it's still, you know what I say when you combine them. You could just choose a successful art business, and you can just choose a life I love. Oh my God, my sister said I'm right. You see how wonderful this works in family relationships where your sibling just outright tells you that you're right and moves on. You can see it. Good. Laura, nice to see you. You're just typing into me. Right? Yeah, and maybe the version of us in the past would have argued and said, "No, I'm right. No, I'm right." It's a miracle. Yeah. Okay. So claim your choice, and if you want to type it in, I can make sure you are in true choice. I invite you to share that with me. Okay? I invite you to share your choice with me in the chat. Yeah, we can talk about it again later. And I choose clarity on my spiritual gifts and purpose. True choice, Janet. I choose to have, drum roll, and you're just typing that into me, by the way. I choose to have, drum roll. All right, let's keep going. Let's enter what you guys are manifesting so I can make sure you're in true choice. I don't want you to be in negative vision and accidentally manifest what you don't want. I choose to experience whatever you want. Yeah, okay. And you know what? In a buffet of life, you can have everything. You can choose everything, but do you really want everything? Choose what you would love. We're different. What I would love is not the same as what you would love. That's what sets us, this beautiful world, apart, that we have, choices. I choose to experience lucid dreams. I choose a thriving elf business, easy, lucrative, fun business that I love. The next level of that enterprise to arrive. And remember, it doesn't arrive, you meet it halfway. You're a powerful creator, so you create it. And then it meets you. When you take action, the universe meets you halfway. Or sometimes the action is to wait. Sometimes the action is to trust. Sometimes the action is to just make one tweak, one move. Let it go. Focus on other things. I choose to have what I want, even if that's not easy. And that's a problem-based structure. That's focusing on it's hard, right? And I love that. So how about for you, Abigail, choose a life I love. Life I love. And I'll teach you a little thing. What's in a life you love? It's not what the thing it's not the thing, it's what you believe it will do for you. It's the feelings you think it will give you. And the truth is, you can just have those feelings now. What sort of things can you do right now in your life to give you those feelings? They don't have to be some grand things. It's the feelings. Choose a new healing business that is aligned with my soul purpose. Beautiful. Choose to be my most authentic self and live my purpose abundantly, joyously, with grace and ease. I don't know who Zoom user is, but that's beautiful. Abigail, a life I love. Yeah. I choose to have a life of freedom, of abundance, currency from 5 streams of financial resources. That's a little too limiting. Just choose to be financially abundant. Doesn't matter how it shows up. Remember I showed you that the iceberg? Choice, money. Okay? Goes in, dips in. Well, one or all the ways that are possible. But you're missing an entire ocean of possibilities, right? That hasn't even been discovered. Just choose. Don't worry about the how. We focus so much on the how. Never focus on the how, except for one little step ahead. Because if you're focusing on the how, you're putting too many conditions and trying to control the universe. Thanks for the share. When you're sharing, you're helping others to help make their choice and help and get coached. Like the end result, I am joyful, love-filled, and satisfied in love. Beautiful. I choose to have excessive financial abundance. Is that the right amount? Excess? Why excessive? When you say excessive, I feel lack there. Just choose financial abundance and just feel. Here's the thing with financial abundance, we do it from lack. Not enough. You have to align with the if you're a vibrational match to this you doesn't go lack. So I want extra, excessive, right? Because I would only say that if I'm in lack. And you can't trick the universe. It's always listening. So to be a vibrational match is I have enough now, because the truth is you have enough. You're here, you're surviving. You have shelter, you have air, you have water, you clearly have food, you have a device you're abundant enough, you survived. Everything above survival is abundance, and you just want more. So it's the perception of the now. You have to vibrate and become a vibrational match. Okay, so now how would having that choose to have abundance? There you go. How would that feel? Close your eyes. Now let's teach the unconscious. This is a full sensory experience. You're closing your eyes with me. You're just taking the day off, and you're just imagining that you have it. And go there as much as you can. In the beginning, your unconscious might scare you and say, no, don't go there. It's not possible. Just go past that. It's just a trick to try and keep you the same and safe. Surpass any feelings that won't let you there, and choose it anyway. Okay? It's just an unconscious little trick it likes to do. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? So just go there and just fully be there, and just imagine that you're experiencing it. Like, what would it be like? How would you know that you have arrived at your end result, like you're desired in that reality? How would you know? And notice when you're having that experience, use your vision if you can. Use, what are you hearing? What are you feeling? What are you doing? Who's around? What's around? And just connect with the emotions. Like, really, truly allow yourself to be there. Even put a smile on your face. Put a suggestive smile to your unconscious. Okay? And stay here and start feeling the safety of having it. Start daydreaming. It's allowed, despite of what we've been taught. Play around, make it fun. Remember, it's a fun game. You're making it happen. And just notice the emotions you would have. And let me know, type in the chat how that would feel. If you were there, when you're there, what emotions come up that, if you already had that, how would that feel? Type in, how would that feel? Let's just have some descriptive emotions. Content and easy. Beautiful. Fabulous. Describe fabulous. What's fabulous feel like? Safe. Joyful. Beautiful. There you go. Peaceful, safe, happy, effortless, and expansive. Love that. Who is Zoom user? Fulfilled, expansive, limitless, playful, vivacious. I love some of these adjectives. Beautiful. They don't have to be fancy. I love, you know what I always choose? I love the word expansive, centered, grounded, like heart-centered, like I love that. Giddy, beautiful, playful, right? Flowing, easy, right? At peace, beautiful. Okay, good. What's it like right now compared to that? What is your current reality compared to this reality? Remember, we're just a reality away, right? So what's it like right now? Frustrating. And thanks for the share. Your reality, your current reality is your reality. Yeah, I appreciate your honesty. Scary. Confused, limited, overwhelming, and scary. Stressful. Learning to trust and let go. Zoom user. Disheartening. Ready for the next level. Running out of time. Stress, disappointing. So let me ask you a question. Failure. Why? What do you believe that what do you believe about this? What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about your situation? Like, I want it, but I am fill in the, I believe that I am not something, or this is too hard, too big, I'm not deserving of it, or I can't have it because it's not possible, it will take too long, I don't deserve it, I'll be judged, I'm afraid, I'll be hurt, I'll be abandoned, rejected, I don't know enough. What do you believe about others who have this? What do you believe about other people who have what you want compared to you, compared to what your current reality or yourself? Alone, I'm too old, unstable, cannot trust, cannot handle it well. Fear it won't happen, beliefs. So let me ask you a question. If this was a good friend of yours who wanted what you wanted, I'm a hard nut to crack. You can tell that story if you want. Or you can tell a new story like, it's easy and I'm just choosing to let it go. So if you had a friend that wanted this, someone you really cared about, and they said the things that you say, What would you tell them? Very funny. Very good. Hey, Ivana. I'd call BS. What would you tell your good friend that you love and want the best for, that want to go for the same thing and said what you're saying? I sabotaged it too much in the past. What would you tell them? Is this really true? Or is it a belief that we're coded in from childhood? Think about your childhood and what you learned about something like this. Should we let it go? Is anyone realizing where they're sabotaging? Judgment, millions do it, so it's possible, and you can do it too. Very well done, tough nut to crack. LOL, I'd say yes, and haha. I'd be kicked out of my family. Is that what you would say to your good friend? You'll get kicked out. And then what? Is that really true? All conditioned that can be changed. Very true. Are you ready to write a new program? Let's do it. I'll just share one more little image. So we said, are you ready to let any beliefs that you're not enough, or any events that you remember or don't remember that taught you that you can have it? Maybe in your family there was some, trauma. Maybe they were persecuted for having what you wanted. Maybe they coded in that having what you want isn't safe because they suffered war and persecution or whatever. Maybe you brought some things from other lifetimes and you haven't let it go. So we can turn that into wisdom, lesson learned. You're ready to let that go. Maybe you're harboring trauma. Maybe it's not even your trauma. Maybe it was passed down. Maybe there's stuck, suppressed, repressed emotions. Maybe there's the beliefs, the emotions that you're just not worthy of it, or guilt or shame or whatever, fears of rejections. Maybe there's aspects of you that just aren't aligned and they're canceling each other out, right? Maybe there's body systems that are out of alignment. Maybe you have past contracts or family contracts. Like family contract could be like, as a woman, I can't make more than my brother, or or my father, or because my mom suffered, I must suffer too, right? There's like these unsaid contracts. So next is we just are going to look at this river of desire. And I need to show you this because your unconscious is understanding what I'm saying. You want to go from point A to point B. You want to be a vibrational match so you can align with this reality you. Because you can't, as you know, I don't know if you follow the law of attraction. Esther Hicks used to say this. You can't get there from there. Who remembers this? Who heard this being said in the law of attraction? You can't get there from there. All that stuff isn't mine. I'm done. Yes. Okay, well, that's what it means. You have to be a vibrational match. Your identity here is not matching this because you're telling all these stories which keep your vibration low, limited. Over here, a lot of you said this feels expansive, right? That's a different energy. So you have these boulders. Let's say, these things, right? Let's say that these are boulders. But in the treatment we're going to go on a passive listening meditation where I instruct your unconscious to let go and dissolve these boulders so you can flow, right? And align. You are a vibrational match and it's easy. You just flow in your river of desire. Okay, so I hope that's clear. The next thing, we're going to go on a closed eye meditation. I am going to connect with your energy field I call it superconscious. You can call it higher self. You can call it Bob, whatever it is. I call it superconscious. I read your field intuitively if you allow me. You set the intention. I know people have been reaching out to me and they say someone put a curse on me, someone did this, um, and I'm an empath. And no, you choose to let them. You choose. You tell a different story. You're a sovereign being. You're in choice to focus on that and allow it and believe it. Focus creates reality. You're going to see, oh, yeah, see, confirmation bias. I do have bad luck. All these things are happening to me. No, you're choosing your end result and you set the intention to receive my instructions. You can sit here and not receive, okay? Just like you can sit here and not receive. It's like if someone says, hey, you're bad, you're wrong, you're never going to have it, you can say, oh my God, I believe everything they say. Or I can say, no, I'm going to shut that out. I'm still going to do it. I believe in myself. Same thing. Thoughts are energy. Beliefs are energy. Everything is energy. And I'm just going to give the instructions to your superconscious. You choose to receive it. You might feel shifting. And I'm going to also play a program. Now, for those of you who felt it the other day really strongly, let me know if it's too strong. I'll turn it down. I'm going to start playing the event. So I give Galit permission to access my superconscious. I choose the end result of, and I'm going to do it. It's literally going to take 15 minutes or so. And at the same time, I'm going to play frequencies that assist the process. I used to do this without frequencies, and the frequencies, when I started doing them, right, Janet? Janet's like, oh my God, this is like so much stronger. It's like manifestation on steroids. Thanks, Janet. Okay, so type in, I'm going to turn it on. Everyone, it's just a closed eye process. I just talk to you. There's nothing for you to do. You don't have to go into trance. You don't have to like focus on every word I'm saying. Just enjoy yourself. Just sit back, relax. And so here I go. Choose to receive it all. Close your eyes and I'll talk to your superconscious. Just choose to get the most out of this. Choose your end result. Choose to let go of what's no longer serving you. Choose to receive. Thank you. And here we go. The frequencies are on. So if you just choose to receive the frequencies, if you are experienced, if they're too much for you, just type in, okay? And I can turn them down a bit. Closing our eyes, choosing our end result. Everyone here and also everyone on replay, wherever you're watching this from, you get to choose it too. All right, and closing our eyes, imagine everyone here and in replay, all parts are here. Everyone's going to their end result. Everyone's superconscious, are we connected? Everyone's receiving and choosing their end result in true choice. Good, and all parts are here. Creating a treatment plan, please, to fully align and become a vibrational match to this reality, identity, reality, all aspects, and to take the aligned action to collapse the timeline and match our realities and be the identity now that took the action. Superconscious, treat, and become a full vibrational match, treating all priorities, ego states, and timelines. Thank you. There's nothing for you to do but receive. Superconscious, keep treating. Good. Superconscious, treat beliefs. Treat world beliefs, self, others in the world. Treat especially world beliefs. There's a belief that I am so insignificant in this big world. Can you treat that? Just understand I'm a sovereign being equal to all other beings on earth, as a creator, as a sovereign creator, choosing what I love, and I'm worthy enough to have what I love and have what others have that I would love. Thank you. I choose to use others that have what I love as inspiration. And superconscious, treat the emotion of envy. Thank you. You don't have to hear the frequencies, although you might hear them in the background here and there. I want to talk to the inner child. Superconscious, do you see the child that is trying to belong more? Can you treat that inner child and let them know they can't belong anymore unless they belong already? And they fully belong no matter what. Thank you. Treat any beliefs that I'm not allowed to have what I want. I'm not allowed to wish to have what I want. I'm not allowed to claim it and treat it and just flip it. I am allowed in all ways to go for what I love as a creator and a sovereign being. Treat any belief that having what I want is unsafe and flip it. My inspirations are safe, otherwise they would not be my inspirations. Thank you. You see the events, treat events across all timelines. Treat future events. Treat trauma events, collective trauma events. Thank you. Treat family constellation, please. I'd like to go to the paternal timeline, family tree. The paternal, go to the patriarch and treat that lineage as needed. Thank you. They're doing great. I want to treat, I'm going to use some quantum healing and I'm going to treat anywhere in the body that's needed of the forgiveness key codes, please. Especially around the heart and throat. Please release guilt and shame. Thank you. Find the original event where guilt and shame were instilled and treat and tag and treat all related event that reinforced the beliefs. Thank you. Treat the throat and throat chakra. Good. Good. I also want to treat stress, overwhelm, depression, worry, fears, fear of lack, any lack mindset. Treat that as needed. Just go anywhere on the body where we feel this stress and this tension. Just release tension from the body anywhere when needed. And restore it to homeostasis and make it feel at ease. Treat the part personalities, that's the burdened. Treat all levels of unworthiness, any beliefs. I'm not worthy enough, not safe enough, not capable, not perfect, don't belong enough, insignificant, not trusting, afraid to be vulnerable. Treat and flip. I am enough in all ways. I'm whole and complete as I am, and I just choose to thrive. Choose what I love. Superconscious treat and align with the thriving identity that goes for what they love. Thank you. I want to treat timeline. Treat future timeline. Treat fear of success and fear of failure. There's also a fear of being seen, fear of being judged, fear of rejection. Treat all that, please. So you want to treat stuck, suppressed, repressed emotions, especially anger. Thank you. And treat also rage. Thank you. Love that. Becoming a vibrational match through your heart center. Thank you. So feel how you love to feel in your heart. And Superconscious, treat the heart center and heart chakra. Beautiful. Treat the fear of self-expressing, of being heard. And treat that peacemaker identity, the part that's afraid to rock the boat. Treat the people pleaser, the enabler, the fixer. Thank you. Keep treating family history. Keep treating the father side again a little more, ensuring all aspects are treated on this family constellation from father. Then repeat with mother, please. Treat trauma experience from father. Thank you. Or father's lineage. Thank you. You guys are doing great. A lot is being released. Know your boulders are dissolving. Repeat from mother's timeline. Treat family entanglements. Treat any aspects that are trying to prove their worth to family members. Thank you. Trying to belong more. Thank you. And treat body systems. Let's treat systems of the body. Scan the body, treat all systems as needed and the related organs. Ensure that you are covering all the chakra systems for full alignment and clarity and balance to be restored. As well as meridians and the auric field. Treat the throat chakra, please, again. Treat the thyroid, the whole system. Body systems. Yeah, let me just treat some of your body systems here. Keep treating all priorities from all timelines as needed. Again, just run the whole thing again. Superconscious treat. You guys are doing great. You just sit and listen. Keep listening passively. Doing great. I'm going to follow systems. I want to treat organs like excretory system, digestive system, and the nervous system, please. Can you treat those, please? All systems and related organs. Keep treating body systems as needed. Treat the emotional body, please. Want to treat contracts across all timelines. Past life contracts, family contracts, and contracts with self. Thank you. Let's treat those things. Treat broken agreements and secondary intentions. Treat, I don't have the capability or resources to have what I want, and treat any relationship with time, too slow, too fast, too old, too young, anything in relation to time. And flip it. I trust that the right time will come. I trust that the action steps are easy. I trust I will have clarity. And I trust that I can love the now moment. I can fully align and become a vibrational match now with my desired reality. Knowing that my now reality is matched to my desired reality, I can get there from there. I am here. And I am a vibrational match. Superconscious treat any resistances to fully becoming a vibrational match now, being that identity that took aligned action, that is it now. that feels the emotions as the desired reality, and simply takes the steps, letting go of all the limitations, the beliefs, the wounds, all priorities and ego states. Letting go of the past learning and rewriting a new program, a new story, leaving the past behind while keeping the wisdom. Take some breaths. We're almost done. Treating all the parts, all priorities, all emotions, body systems. Taking some nice deep breaths from the heart. Treating the energy body again and just fully feeling and opening up that heart center, feeling expansive in your choice, feeling the joy. Treating the throat again. Treating the ability to receive the emotions you are choosing in your desired reality, but in your current reality, it's the same you without the burden. Superconscious, treat the burdens and the victimness, letting it all go. Treat the fear of the unfamiliar, that it's so easy and safe. Treat any remaining beliefs that I can't just have it. And treat any notion that I am powerless, and restore inner power as a sovereign being, as a creator that you are. As you take these breaths into the you that creates what you love, that is allowed to experience these emotions now, that's just simply allowed to have what you love, and takes the action with ease and flow. Superconscious, ground and anchor this identity, this reality, back into the matrix of the universe, including everything treated here today across all memories, timelines, and ego states, and bind it. Taking some nice breaths, releasing and letting go. Simply choosing the new reality, that you can have it now. There's only action to take between now and your creation. Why not you? And as you've taken some breaths, I want you to open your eyes. Sorry, I went a little overtime. I love doing this and I love talking about it. So there you go. But I know the dust is just settling and you're just emerging. You can start opening your eyes, wiggle your fingers and toes, taking some breath, feeling restored, connecting with your choice. No such thing as time and space. Thank you. You're welcome. What's your name? And then just going to feel into this desired reality and notice, are you more aligned? Nancy, thank you. Are you more aligned with that end result? Thank you, Nancy. Are you aligned with your end result more? How do you feel? Remember the stories you told me about why you can't have it and your beliefs. Connect with those old beliefs. Are they still there running the show? Or are you a vibrational match being it? R-E, that's a thank you. So what kind of a nut are you? Did I crack the nut? Sending you light and love, no separation, all is one. Thank you, Nancy. And go, I'll want to put in my link. Karen, do you have the link or I can find it somewhere? Where are my links? I actually don't know them. I have a couple of Calendly links. Who's got them? Yes, more aligned. Do you have my Calendly links? I don't have them handy. I'll put in my email though. What's my email? There. Oh, I gave that only to, let me give that to everyone. You can shoot me an email and you can, if you're interested in any products, frequencies, or learning more about what this can do for you, how it can help you. My face felt hot and vibrated a bit. Thanks. Thank you. I feel more aligned, stronger, and like I will manifest my healing business with ease and flow. That's it. So from there, what's the next aligned action that you feel called to without overthinking? What is it? What shows up for you? Simple one or two, next action. What shows up without thinking about it? Just what shows up. Please share. Write it down. I would love more feedback in the chat. Let's keep it going and understand what just happened. How do you feel? Acknowledge that you can have it. And what are you going to do? Because action is the highest form of communication with the universe, with your superconscious. You can't just sit there and expect it to show up in your lap. Life is an action sport, right? You have to take action. And this is where the coaching comes in. Come on, let's go. How can I access your replay? It will be available for a week. And it should go to your inbox. I keep missing it. Can you shoot me an email? Grab that email I posted and I'll make sure you get it. More meditation. Okay, that shows up. What is my regular Zoom time? I'm usually here every other week. I have other options. Make my true choices and get on with it. Agreed. Very relaxed. Keep going with my plan and add investing. That's exciting. Yeah. And just get clarity. Some investing. What inspires me? What kind of investing? And start exploring. Continue to learn my healing modalities and get certified as biofield tuning trainer. Yes. Only action to take. Okay. Thanks. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to just take a screenshot of the email you added here so I don't forget it. Thank you. I know what my mission is. I just always find myself self-sabotaging myself as soon as I'm ready to break through. Maurice, thanks for that share. What are you going to do differently now after this session? Make a new commitment. And let's not tell that old story. That old story is gone. We might not be used to the fact that the old story is gone. So let's tell a new story to teach the unconscious the new story. So what is the new story? I really appreciate that share. Thank you. Love hanging out with you. Thank you. Love hanging out with you, Ivana. Don't be a stranger. I felt energy, my heart chakra before you mentioned it, and my palms had energy. Amazing. Pursue sponsored product endorsement and podcast interview opportunities, Courtney. I love, yeah, you write it down and what is the next step? So the step is pursue. Let's break it down. Where are you going to find these sponsored product endorsements? Do you already have an idea? Where do you go and find them? How are you going to choose, right? So let's get clarity. And the first one usually that comes to mind, what is the step with that? You got to keep going. Do you email someone? Do you find a contact? Do you create a proposal? So many things, so many options. What are you inspired? What is the action? Any questions? Let's opening up for Q&A. And again, I will put my email here. And also, any questions about products? What are you interested? Do you have Qi coils? Would you like to have any of the Qi Life product? What would you love? Thanks, Karen. You're so welcome, Abigail. If you need more info, here we go. Yes, enter your information for us. We'll reach out. And again, you can also reach out via my email, and I'll put it in again if you'd like. I'll just actually, here's what I'll do. Let me share my screen so you can take a screenshot of it because that's easier for you. It might be easier for you. Hey, look at that. Let me find that screenshot for you that you can just take. Here we go. You can see there my email is up here, galit@qilifestore.com. You can just grab that screenshot. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear about your Qi life journey and any products, any frequencies, any coaching, any questions, anything you would love in terms of this amazing work. Thanks, Janet, so much. Qi coils may be a new choice for the future. Yes, I have a lot of friends that go, yes, I'm manifesting my next Qi coils. Stuff already manifesting, was about to text someone and source said no. Let the other person put their energy into reaching out and literally just left a voicemail. And they literally, look at you, you're vibrationally aligned. Do you see? It's a fun challenge, but it isn't difficult. Beautiful. Thank you so much for that share. And it's so great. I just heard from someone that said the most amazing thing. Oh, we had a money thing. We did a money session, and literally after, I haven't heard from her for a while, and she just wrote me. She's like, after we had that session, a bunch of inheritance came from a family member, and it was unexpected, and it helped us with, what we wanted. It was amazing. It's just so cool. Uh, I just stumbled in. It felt good. Thank you, Daryl. It felt good listening to it all. Thank you from YouTube. Well, my name is Galit. Nice to meet you. I hope you take a screenshot, reach out if you want to learn more on what you can manifest. Because, hey, did we remove blocks to manifesting or didn't we? You're so welcome. And also reach out if you want the replay. And I think, it'll be up for a week. So I'm sending all of you guys tons of love. I so enjoyed connecting with you tonight. And if we haven't met yet, nice to meet you. I will end tonight's session and thank you for these. These are more YouTube. I think they are your YouTube addresses. So thank you and hello. We are just ending, so be sure to watch the replay. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you, Raymond. My tough nut to crack. Thank you, Anna. I won't let you live that down. Thank you, Mason. Have a great evening. And thanks for being here live. Sending all of you live in replay as well. Let me stop share again so I can say a proper goodbye. Love you. It's hard to get rid of me. I love being here. Thank you. All right, I'm going to end, and Karen, you end what you need. Thanks, Ollie.